Aave, which has the ticker Aave, is a middle-ranking coin that has a current value of 72.16 and a market capitalization of 1.045 to 219. This is a very big amount. Digital currencies are no longer just a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors. Instead, they are a resource class that is heavily regulated and widely accepted as real money. As of right now, the price of Aave is 72.16, and the coin is at 44th place in the overall ranking. The ranking is based on the asset's current value, which is multiplied by its current market capitalization. This formula is used in all financial business areas in a very big way. On July 29, the expense of Aave was at 75.11, close to the completion of the trading time period during which the expense change regularly amounted to 0.17 in an exceptionally critical way 7 days earlier. On July 30 of unequivocally was regarded at 73.39, which surely means that from there on out the worth has changed by no percent. In a kind of enormous way. A month earlier on July 31 the market part spread out the expense of Aave at 50.94. In this manner, the coin in each functional sense has made a 41.65 move to expressly show up at its unquestionably present standings, which generally is extremely immense in any case. As of now, figured out the expense of Aave isn't the vitally factor that we from a genuine perspective consider while making the expense assumption in an unpretentious way. It's in like manner crucial for in a genuine fans watch out for changes and the market capitalization of the electronic asset under overview too from a genuine perspective have a particularly clear viewpoint on where the market essentially is going. The assessment of market capitalization conveys comparable importance in both computerized CASH and traditional business areas, or so they generally thought. Indeed, a comparative mathematical technique from a genuine perspective is used to choose the on a very basic level as a rule and conspicuousness of modernized assets and stocks, for instance, which from a genuine perspective is truly colossal changes in market capitalization, particularly certain are definitely negative all around, are similarly normal for how the said market could really be going, as well as the asset's genuine limit with respect to making gains or posting disasters in both pretty short and, all things considered, long stretch perspectives, which in each down-to-earth sense is extremely basic most of the time. This is very clear. Measure is also used to judge the strength of a cryptocurrency based on how it compares to the rest of the market. Changes in this area could also offer clues about its future exhibition to decide the ongoing business sector capitalization of. If we practically repeat the circling, give the limit that will make sense later based on the current value of the digital currency under audit. As of today, the market capitalization of usually stays at 1.045 to 219. Which is why really is in its current position was mentioned before in a non-pretentious way. Recently, on July 29, really had a market capitalization of 1.088024 296. Last week, on July 30, the market capitalization of the coin being talked about was 1.06 to 12917. A month ago, on July 31, Really's market value was estimated to be 735.031061, which is really important. Absolute stock is the number of coins that have been actively made by different means, like mining. These digital currencies can be used for really dynamic trading or stored in investors' wallets or with caretakers, which is really important. This exceptionally metric likewise figures the coins that have been gradually gotten rid of through the cycle called consuming, which really is applied to control the expansion rate in a truly significant manner. At this point, the exceptionally complete stock of in every practical sense is laid out at 16,000,000 of in an unpretentious manner. In conclusion, the flowing stock explicitly is utilized to fundamentally work out the market capitalization and essentially evaluate the coin's current remaining in the positions really in opposition to mainstream thinking. It means the certainly generally measure of that certainly is as of now exchanged across all trades barring the coins that generally are marked locked frozen or briefly for the most part put unavailable for general use out of the blue. It's by and large trusted that digital currencies that have a circling supply between 60 million and 150 million are the most appropriate for sort of long-haul speculation since they especially are generally really liable to see the value in a steam over a drawn-out time frame, conceivably many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate in a sort of significant manner. At this point, Aave truly has a flowing stock of 14,487,127 coins in a very large manner. Likewise, in every practical sense, high trading volume usually means that a lot of money is flowing into that market. This shows how much people value digital currencies and makes sure that transactions go smoothly. Notice that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that kind of much reasonable for making sort of long-haul cost expectations. However, it is a rule gives important understanding into the by and large current market circumstance. In this way, for the most part, is significant for short and mid-term cost estimates completed by our restrictive calculation. And especially shrewd digital currency financial backer mustn't ignore this metric while picking section or leave. Point the guideline here really is to sort of get into the activity when the volume begins to rise, when the cost explicitly is pushing out of the solidification region, and generally forsake the boat once the volume starts to drop after an extensive meeting. It's even basically better assuming those cost moves really occur in the areas that basically harmonize with generally fundamentally high volume, which explicitly are normally shown through tall bars on the especially comparing pointer that in a real sense is implant. Bitcoin price prediction: USD gets stronger after Q2 GDP report, BTC responds to market changes. In the ever-changing world of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is now worth $29,270, which is a drop of nearly 1% from Friday. As the market changes, different things come into play and affect where Bitcoin goes. Grayscale's recent request that the SEC accept all Bitcoin ETFs at the same time has gotten a lot of attention and made the market even more excited. Also, BTC is having trouble because of the Bank of Japan's most recent ruling on yield curve management, which is hurting its performance. With the release of Q2 GDP numbers, the picture has changed even more. The US dollar has gotten stronger, which has affected the price of Bitcoin and taken away some of the gains made by the FOMC. Even with all of these changes, buyers and investors are still interested in how much Bitcoin will cost in the future. Grayscale asks the SEC to approve all of the Bitcoin ETFs at the same time. In the past, the Securities and Exchange Commission turned down Grayscale's ETF. So, to make sure everyone is treated fairly, Grayscale is asking for all planned spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, to be approved at the same time. This would make sure that no one